Well, good morning, afternoon, or whatever time you're watching this at. So today I'm going to be doing a job that I've been putting off for a long time. It's an electrical job. I hate electrics. It's like a dark art. But anyway, my windscreen washer bottle doesn't work. I know it should do because I've got a new motor on it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do before I do anything is make sure it's not a problem with the battery. So I've got my trusty voltmeter. I've got my negative pin buried into the earthing wire. Pop this onto here. Let's have a look over here. Yes, Geronimo, it's not the battery. So next thing I'm going to do, because I know it's not working at the, and there we go, release the battery, put the battery back on, there we go, that's that. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wire up this direct to the battery, I think. Okay, to do this test, I've got some, well, I know it's house wire, but it'll still do the job, it'll still fire it up. So we're going to connect the battery to the what's it called, the windscreen washer motor, see if it works. So keep your fingers crossed. Okay, so I've got the wires pre-connected just here, and all I've got to do is just make contact down there, and hopefully we should get a nice buzzing sound which says that the motor's working okay. Okay, see what happens. Got no idea which is supposed to be live and which is supposed to be... Yeah, that's working. Well, the one thing that I do know about electrics is that now I know that the motor is working, disconnect the battery time. I've fallen foul of that one too many times. So we're going to pop into the car, and I think I'm going to give the contacts a good clean and see if that does the trick. Well, the Ains manual is being about as useful as a fart in a spacesuit, because there doesn't seem to be anything in there on how to access the switches inside the center console. Just quickly show you. So we've got the center console, how to remove. We've got the inside of the engine, we've got the dash configuration, all the rest of it, but absolutely nothing on how to get to the stalks. Tonneau cover, heater removal, everything but what I'm looking for. So I think I'm just going to have to blag it. Right, so I do know that we've got some screws just underneath the plastic bit there, so I'll get that off first and then I'll see if I can see anything. Okay, so yeah, 3 screws that went into the bottom there, so they're safely on the floor there, they won't fall anywhere. And this, oh, there we go, just lift off nicely like that, and that means I've now got access to the switch gear just here. Oh, what am I supposed to do with that? Okay, I mean, it all looks, there's nothing loose that I can see. Anyway, I'll just have a fiddle around and see what happens. I think I've managed to work out where the wire is. So this is the switch that's not working so well, or rather not working at all, because I'm not getting any power to the washer jet. Now that wire there, green and black, that comes out at the other side there. So I'm thinking if I can just find out where to disconnect it, I can find out whether there is a feed going to it or not, and then I'll know whether it's somewhere between that point and the battery, or whether it's actually part of this switch here. And if it is this switch here, because it feels like there should be like a metal contact the way that it works there, but blowed if I know how I can get this off to be able to actually... Hang on, what have we got here? Maybe there is something there. There is. There's something wobbly at the end just here. I might be able to, it might just clip off. I'll have to try it. Well, success. It literally was a case of just pop a screwdriver into the gap, twist it. This end cap then popped out. So that did the trick just nicely. Very frustratingly though, I mean, oh, and by the way, there's a spring just here, goes there, that end cap then goes here. And it's literally just a case of like that, that's how it works. And you've got this brass bobble just there, and that just makes the connection. Well, we've just done a battery test, and the good news is that the motor is working fine now, but it still wasn't pumping anything, so we've discovered that there was a blockage in the pipe here. Cut the pipe where the blockage was, I can blow through it easy. Now what I'm doing is I'm just refitting the pipe, but of course it's freezing cold because it's winter. So I've got a mug of boiling water just here. I'm just going to put this in here just to soften up a little bit of that pipe. And then what I'm going to do is I'm also then going to stretch it a bit before we put it onto that bit there. And I'll do the other thing at the other end. Right, that should be nice and soft now. So let's just put that in here just to open up the hole a bit. The misses. Hang on, that's far too easy. Right, let's just do the next size up. Right, let's just make that hole a bit bigger. How does it go again? Misses. Right, there we go. That's it. Nice little bit of gentle persuasion, or not so gentle, but certainly some persuasion. Right, there we go. And now I should be able to get that again with a little bit of not so gentle persuasion. Oh, bugger. Is it going to? No, it doesn't want to. Right, okay, do the process again. So, soften it up. Just a little bit, just the tip, because otherwise I'll have a whole floppy bit of, what you call it, tube, and it won't want to, won't have anything to push with it because it will just collapse. Right, so do that. Put the mug over here, open it up a bit. That's it. If it won't go this time, then I'm going to get an even bigger one to stretch it with. Oh, there we go, that's good. Right, now try that. She wants to. Well, it's what most blokes like to believe, isn't it? She wants to.
Wiggle it.
Was it?
Pop it on and wiggle it.
Is that how it goes, Nandina?
Yeah, wiggle it, wiggle it.
Pop it on and wiggle it. I'll tell you what, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna soak it again. Right, hang on. I'm gonna get a bigger screwdriver as well to stretch it even further. Okay, big size. Wiggle it, Nandina, shall we? Being very phallic. Wow. Right, so that should be enough. Stretch it if we can. That's it, that's stretching nicely. Now, there we go. This is the bit where we wiggle it, isn't it, Nandina? There we go. I think that is definitely on as much as it was on before. So what I'm now going to do, because it was kinked, which is also wasn't helping with the the flow of the fluid, is I'm going to put them down.
Get tools out the way.
Get the tools out of the way, that's it. I'm going to always get these leaves out of the way as well. I'm actually going to take in that so that we don't have quite so much of a kink in here, so that we've got a better flow. Right, okay.
I think it was the kink, wasn't it, that had actually...
I think it could well have been. Before I put everything back together, I'm going to test it first.
Yeah. Might be good.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Yeah. Right. Okay, so I've cut off the end just here because it was all stretched. I guess it was into the other end. That means I can get it through here nicely. I know my hands are in the way probably of the camera. There we go. Right, that's nice and neat. Bring that around here, and then we're going to do the same trick with my mug of water. Where's the lid to the thing, Nandina? You had that.
Oh, that's over there.
That's over there. Right, so we're going to melt this a little bit, and then we'll stretch it, and then we'll wiggle it. And we'll just check it then before we put the actually screw the grill back on. Right, so that's that. Easier to see what I'm doing now that I've got the light on as well. There we go. Nice little bit of a stretch. Right, leave that there. Well, I just get the lid. That way around. That's it. Put that there so it's in place-ish. Right, there we go. So let's move that there. Get that on. Oop. A little bit of encouragement.
It's going.
It is going slowly.
Yes, yes, I can see it now.
Slowly. It's that wiggling that you told me to do, you see, Nandina. That looks good. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll now give this a test. So if you want to get back in the car.
Okay, so what do we need to
Oh,
do?
actually, no, I can do this.
Okay.
Are the keys in the car?
Yes.
Right, I'll get that the light out of the way. Put that just there so we can see what we're doing. Hopefully.
Where's it going to squirt? Oh, it's
squirt
squirter.
there.
All right.
Should squirt onto the windscreen, onto the.
Okay.
Should do. That's the plan, anyway. Oh, there's a blooming midget been in here, haven't there, Nandina? Somebody moved the chair, didn't they?
Might do.
Oh, yeah, that's it. You just video me struggling, why don't you? Right, here we go.
Ooh.
Oh. Something's gone wrong.
Oh.
I know why. I haven't actually plugged the blooming thing in, have I?
What, the connections?
Yes.
I was thinking something about that. Oh, I didn't like to say.
Oh dear. Right, so it is right, and apparently this is important because it can blow the motor. You've got negative, you've got positive, and the wire with the black line on it is the negative, isn't it, Nandina?
Yes, David.
Yeah. So I'm going to put that one on first.
Because there's two green wires, but one of the green wires has actually got a stripe of black.
That's
and
right.
that
didn't
is
feel
the
as
one
it
that
had
is
gone
the
straight.
negative, isn't it? Because
That's
you
right.
worked that out earlier on.
Did I? test, doesn't it? Right, okay. Right, so, moment of truth. Oh, I'll tell you, oh, I'm not going to move this because you never know. Here we go, getting back in here now. I should have moved the chair, shouldn't I? Never mind. Here we go. Yay!
Oh.
Yay!
Squirty.
It's working. Okay, that is one job done. Oh, next job actually is to see whether the windscreen wipers will park themselves, because they weren't before. I'm just wondering if it was bad connection. So, yes.
Woohoo!
Yes!
We have wiper action!
Yes! Fabulous! It's just poor connection. Excellent. So, there we go. Windscreen wipers are working. All I've got to do now is just bolt this back down. Job's a good one. And I think the next job that I've got to do now is I want to change the coolant. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Stag Stuff. Thank you very much to Nandina for both videoing and also being a brilliant help and providing a little bit of double entendre to stick it in and wiggle it. And so stay safe, stay well, do subscribe if you like this episode, and there'll be plenty more to come. Bye bye. If you've enjoyed this video, please do click on the like and subscribe buttons. And if you click on the bell, YouTube will be good enough to even notify you when we post new videos.